Hey guys, welcome back to Stock My Closet. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to cut and stitch a stylish sharara. I've taken 2.25 meter cotton fabric and fabric width is 40 inches. Now I'll start cutting the upper front piece. I have already cut 4 lengths from the fabric, 2 for the upper part and 2 for the gathered bottom portion. I've folded the fabric in half widthwise. For the waist, take hip round measurement, add ease and divide it by 4. In my measurement, hip round is 40 inches and I'm adding 4 inches of ease. So that's 44 inches. Divided by 4, that gives 11 inches. I'll mark this for the waist. For the crotch depth, I'm dividing the hip measurement by 3. 40 divided by 3 is roughly 13 inches. And I'm subtracting 1 inch, so that gives me 12 inches. Since I'll be adding a separate belt later, I'll exclude that 1 inch and mark the crotch point at 11 inches from the top. On the crotch line, I'll mark the thigh width. For that, take your thigh round measurement, add ease and divide it by 2. In my measurement, thigh round is 28 inches. And I'm adding 2 inches of ease, that makes 30 inches. Half of that is 15 inches, so I'll mark a point at 15 inches on the crotch line. Now I'll draw the front crotch curve. Mark midpoint on the crotch line. It measures 15 inches, so the midpoint will be 7.5 inches. I'll mark the same point on the bottom. From this center point, I'll mark half of knee round with added ease. In my measurement, knee round is 16 inches and I'm adding 2 inches of ease. So that's 18 inches in total. Half of that is 9 inches. So I'll mark 4.5 inches on both sides of the midpoint. I'll join these points, add seam allowance. And with this, marking is complete. Now I'll cut it out. Now I'll cut the back piece. I have added 2 inches of extra length to the back part. I'll place the front piece on top of it, keeping the extra length towards the waist side. From the front crotch curve, I'll extend a straight line upward like this. Then from the waistline, I'll mark a point 2 inches higher and join that point back to the waist like this. Next, I'll extend the crotch line by 2.25 inches and I'll draw the back crotch curve. I'll also increase 1 inch at the bottom round and join it to the back crotch point. I've added seam allowance and I'll cut it out. Now I'll cut the bottom part of the sharara, the gathered section. I have already cut 2 lengths from the fabric, each measuring 20 inches in length, including 2 inches of seam allowance. And I have taken full width of fabric to get nice gathers. So with this, cutting is complete. Now I'll stitch it. Firstly, I'll stitch the front and back crotch pieces. Now I'll join the front and back pieces together by placing them right sides facing each other and stitch along the side seams. Next, I'll add the gathers, and for that, I'll make a basting stitch. To make a basting stitch, just select the highest stitch length on your sewing machine and make a straight line. So I've made the basting stitch. Now I'll gently pull the bobbin thread to adjust gathers according to the width of the upper part. I have adjusted the gathers. Now I'll stitch the upper and the lower parts together. Now that both parts are joined, I'll finish the bottom edge. For that, I'm simply double folding the seam allowance and making a straight stitch. Next, I'll stitch the center seam. Lastly, I'll attach the belt. Measure the waist round. It's around 50 inches. I've cut belt in two pieces. 54 inches in length and 3.5 inches in width. Now I'll place the right side of the belt on the wrong side of the waist and make a stitch all around. So I've attached the belt. Now I'll fold the belt in half, bringing it to the right side. And I'll stitch along the edge to secure it, leaving around 1 inch of gap to insert the elastic. Lastly, I'll insert the elastic. And with that, my Sharara pants are ready. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more sewing tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.